It's like when a fantasy trade gets made in your league. I'm like, did I know this person was on the block? If I know they're on the block and I didn't make the best deal or get it done, I can live with that. But how much does it eat away at you, right, Pepe? Especially when facing me, two-time league champ, or fantasy football champ.
Got you down.
When you didn't know about it. So I just want to know that the Cowboys are aware of every big trade that goes down versus, no, I'm not going to pick up and call because it makes me look weaker on the other end. Okay, did you know it was happening so that you were at least given an opportunity to be in on it?
So here's where it burns you because you're not picking up the phone. The Baltimore Ravens made a trade this week. It was the same day that the Joe Flacco trade was made. The Baltimore Ravens made a trade with the Los Angeles Chargers where they got safety Alohi Gilman and then a late-round pick swap. And they traded away Odafe Owe, who was at Penn State with Micah Parsons and came out in the same draft and is a freak athlete. He was considered a little raw when he was coming out, but he had last year kind of put things together and had finished as a double-digit sack guy. He had 10 sacks for the Ravens last year. He had none this year. He was playing very little in recent weeks. He had fallen out of favor. They'd gotten kind of sideways. But that's a guy right there who's 26 years old, is a freak athlete, coming off a double-digit sack season, who didn't go for a ton. I understand there was a player that they ended up getting in there. Okay, they're addressing their safety position too, but if it's a safety and a pick swap late in the round, then I think you could have found draft capital that would have made sense for you and the Ravens. And I feel like that's what you risk by not picking up the phone.
He had 10 sacks last year.
Yeah, you risk that
10.
if you
last 31st pick, round 1 in 2021.
If you don't pick up the phone and call and find out, you don't know maybe that Odafe Owe is available and it's for something that you may want. So I understand the position, and it was great when we asked him this week. Jerry sounded like he was open for business, but it didn't sound like he was open to still picking up the phone. He just wants to let people know, I'll answer the call. That's great, but sometimes they're not going to call you. So you've got to find out what's out there, and I think this is another example of it.